Oh, okay, cool. So, oops, I clicked the live button. Okay. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Part three of working on the terrain. Off stream, I've started working on. Um, I did four different areas. So yeah, exciting stuff. Um, Today we are just gonna finish up this area. Finish up this little area. I'm thinking of just making it, bringing it, uh, filling it up with forest, to be honest, because I'm just a little bit. I'm a little bit lazy. um, and yeah, so that's the trick that we're gonna do today. We're gonna add some detail to this road and finish up this area. Start on this area. Hopefully, by the end of the stream, we're done with this. I'm aiming for that, and then we can go on with this. If the stream continues quite well, and we do finish this entire thing, which maybe is it's not likely, but if it is, then we are gonna continue with other stuff. I just want to remind you guys that if you are watching the VOD, pop the comments. The comments are open. Pop the comments. Comment in the comment section if you're struggling with anything. I am available most of the days these days, so pop it in, and I'll get to you as soon as possible. I'm just gonna delete these guys and have this open area ready for modding, or not modding, but mapping. So, okie dokie. Let's get this guy ready. Just 1 second, guys. Just quickly making sure that there is nothing that will come through like in the previous streams. I just have like emails popping up and everything. So 1 second. Okay. So if you've got any questions, the chat is obviously also available. So just pop them in there, and I'll answer them as well as I possibly can. Alrighty. Cool. Okay. Um, Basically just finishing off this. Now I have started doing the little bits of what's it called? Scaling. I've started using that, so that's good. Now we just need to fill it up. Gonna make this a little bit more patchy. And then I'm gonna go to the Forest Deciduous and just add some nice leaves, because we do like to see a little bit of leaves in there. There we go. Now, if you're a new viewer and you are watching and you're a beginner at Infusion, what I would say is when you are scaling these things, just don't overscale too big, obviously, or too small, especially with rocks. They do affect the colliders. The colliders are the things that allow you to run into the into objects. Now, scaling those do cause issues if they're too big or too small. Gonna go here, and you know what? I'm gonna add this guy. Want to do pretty much the same as what I did over here, just to the back of this. Gonna place a few bushes over there and a few bushes inside and on the sides. Cool. Take a few of these bushes, put them on the sides. Now, I just want to remind anybody that's watching, if you are busy with your project and you do have questions, just let me know. And then either someone in the chat, that is, either I'll try and answer it as well as I can, but if I can't, you're welcome to, there's someone in the chat would probably help you out. Stuff like this, look at that. I am her GH, go for it. Send it. What question do you have? Yo, Sensei, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, let's go. Exactly. Oh yeah. Appreciate you hopping in. Appreciate the support. You're amazing, as always. There we go. I might not speak quite a lot, guys. I'm just just letting you know. This is basically just me trying to lock in and get some stuff done. Just showing off the process of appreciate it of how how I do things. And then obviously in the chat you can let me know how you do your projects. It's always good to learn from each other. So, so this is Armor Reforger. It's a game that is it's a military simulation that you play. And for example, if I just go on the play button, so this is a app or a software that you use to modify the game, the base game. So think of it as Valorant, where you can build your own personal customized maps and then play it in there. So you can run around and you can have about 100 and what is it these days? 128 people play on one map. Might be completely wrong. But I think it's 128. Yeah, it's 128. There we go. And then you get 128 people playing on your map that you've custom built. If you get a server to host it. So yeah, that's pretty. If you get it done, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm her. That is basically how you do it, or what this app does, or app software. My bad. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. You definitely need to need to get it. Need to get on there. It's a fun it's a fun thing to do. It's very enjoyable. This is my therapy for the day. Sensei, I feel it's boring sitting by yourself staring at a map that the idea is in your head. Um, I understand the feeling completely. It is maddening, especially if you drop in and it's completely empty, and you've got to start at some point, and you it's like looking at a blank canvas, and damn, it's intimidating, especially with big maps. That's why I encourage beginners or intermediate people, anybody that I encounter. I'm like, please, um, get yourself a small map. Start off with a small map, 2x2, 3x3, and just experience. You know, get yourself some experience. I agree, Fel. I agree. They're left unfinished and they're published unfinished. That's the sad thing is. But also the other thing is, I feel like the biggest, one of the biggest things is if you're a map maker and you get the idea that Nobody's going to use your map. That is something that is super scary. And yeah, it's I think I would love if I had, let's say for example, if I had the money each month to do it, um I would personally love to give the modders the ability to have map changes on one server. One server, you've got your test, your modding. I floated the idea in the community previously, but you have a server where you test out your maps. You get like modders to come and test out their maps and see if things are broken, and you get input from the community. And then you've got another server which actually uses a map rotation. Every single map goes through that rotation. It would be insane. But man, being a student, we ain't got that money. So we got to leave it for some of the other guys like WCS or other guys like that that might get inspired by the idea. Oh, paramedic, let's go. You're it. By the way, guys, if you haven't seen paramedic stuff and foul stuff in the Discord, you must go and check it out. It's beautiful, beautiful. Definitely go and check it out in the Discord community. There we go. Okay, cool. Sorry. Cringe. Crin crin Kringo. Um, just popped up. Armor Forger Tools. This is Armor Forger Tools. It's not Unreal Engine 5. Been out of the terrain since Arma 3. Armor Forger Tools, by the way, makes it so much easier to get into the modding. It's so much more user friendly. It's a lot like Unreal Engine 5. It translates very well. I mean, ask Fal. It translates really well between Unreal Engine 5 and Unity. So getting into this is it's not easy. It's well, it's easier than, for example, Unreal Engine 5 because you start off with all the assets. Hope that makes sense, Cringer. It's a toy, exactly, Fal. It's a toy to use compared to Arma 3. It is definitely. I'd definitely give it another shot, Crinjo. 100% give it another shot. It's, I don't know. For me personally, this is therapy. I've said that previously, but it's great. Um, appreciate it. I'm her. Thank you so much. You're amazing, as always. And agreed. Modding in Arma 3 is Armor Forger, not Arma 3, is much better and easier. I tried to look into Arma 3 tools, and I was like, oh, I was damn. I was no, mind blown. Um, Maybe it's just because I'm used to Arma 3, Armor Forger stuff. Uh, Damn, guys, you guys are just speaking facts. Fel says, I feel like the UI is a good introduction coming from nothing into game engines. Exactly. going from Infusion to Unreal Engine or Unity, man, you won't have too much of an issue when it comes to world creation. It's a nice little introduction. Okay, just a few bushes over there on that side. Sensei, you're correct. That whole tool is definitely a game changer. I'm looking forward to using it on the map. It's going to be so much fun. Um, Grinjo says, I started 5 different terrains in Arma 3, but never really finished them. Um, I had a small one they used for BR. I had an update mess up a bunch of my projects, and just, to be fair, updates, luckily, the only thing that does break is either the world bounds or the other thing that does break is um, world bounds or uploading a large map does break sometimes. um Using Arma 3 objects in Arma Reforger, as far as I'm aware, you can't do that. As far as I'm aware, I'm talking under correction. If I can be corrected, or um, yeah, I don't think you can use Arma 3's uh, objects in infusion. Infusion. All right, we're gonna continue. There we go. Alrighty, now just continuing these guys on this side, finishing up. Trying to think where this water can go to and from. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this spline, um, and I will be taking this guy back just a little bit. Gonna decrease the. I don't know about this, to be honest. I think we're gonna take it out. Take this out. I'm gonna make it flat. Just bring up the because it just doesn't make any sense to have those in here. With the previous look, it looked nice, but now it just looks out of place. This whole canal thingamajiggy. Could be a could be like a, that gives me an idea. A dried out canal. Okay, I'll remember this. In forest variants, okay. I mean these guys. Okay, okay. Let me. A cool thing that a buddy of mine taught me is if you want to replace things in the same place. For example, oh, how would I explain this? Okay, so I want to take this guy and replace the forest variant exactly the way. Hey man, where's the forest variant? Come on, work with me, please. There it is. Okay, so I want to replace this guy with this guy. Now I'll click on this guy, go to transformations, right click, copy group properties, delete this guy, click on this guy, right click, and then paste properties. Boom. And then he's in place. And then you just grab these guys and move these guys up like so. If you do control 4, it will snap it to the plane, so you'll have a little bit of angled. Oh, that's actually if you don't, it won't work if you didn't set up the what's it called, shortcuts. Medium, and now I can just delete these guys because it's pretty much the same all the way. And we'll just take a little bit about these guys, just take it down a little bit. Okay. I think Jake Rod is still in the Armor Discord. One of the mods, I think he's a mod now. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's a mod now, and one of the mods became like devs, or not devs, but they started working with the dudes. So that's pretty cool. This dried out canal could be pretty nice. There we go. Um, what's it called? Sorry that I'm so quiet, guys. It's just focusing a little bit. Um, Paramedic, did you activate the 7 textures thingy on your map? And if so, if you did, do you find is it? Oh yeah, of course you did. Of course you did. Um, and it's beautiful, isn't it? It's I'm personally enjoying it quite a bit. Indeed, it is the best thing out there, guys. If you haven't checked out Foul or um, paramedic stuff, go into the Discord and check it out. Oh my word. Definitely one of the some of the best guys out there. Some There we go. Gonna go with the pebbles. A little bit of dirt. Mix it up. Here we go. Then we go and hide this guy. Just double check that there aren't any of these spots. Cool. This will be the entrance. Gonna try and create a parking space on this side. There we go. No man. I used the wrong dirt. It needs to be dirt 1. No, it needs to be dirt 2. Sorry. No, it does need to be dirt 1. Me just being stupid. Hey. I'm appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh. Oh man, appreciate it. Thank you, Amhar. Okie dokie. So, bringing this in, so like so. Gonna go do it like this. There we go. Okay. So, I don't want to make too big of an area here. I think I'll use a for the just don't want a repetitive feel. There we go. I'll use this one. There we go. I'm going to see if I can use a little bit of a bigger house here. Maybe something like that. Appreciate it. Thank you, her. It's I'm trying my best. Trying my best. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Just let me know. And I'll try and just I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the kind words. I think I'm gonna add a one of these type of buildings in here. Hey, J Mark me nervous? I think I'm gonna add a hotel here. Exactly. Outside seating. Man, you are legend. Let's steal from the other side of the map. Some ideas from the other side of the map. So if people were to come in, they're coming over here. Okay, got an idea. Don't worry, it's gonna it's gonna look rough, but it's gonna be fine. One of those abstract style paintings. There we go. Hold on. So another from Val, another backseat tip, if you don't mind. Not at all. All tips are always welcome. Um, mixing cobblestone with concrete, 1, or even asphalt on strength 2, and tapping it gives it a real awesome worn in fade. Combine that with some leaves on the edges, and you have yourself a beautiful looking texture. Damn, thank you, Val. Appreciate it. And I'm her. Yeah, sure. I will. I'll take you up on that offer. Okay. Um, and then you want to do this and then build it out nicely. I'm going to try and see if we've got any like doors. Paint the. Okay, so Kringo. Oh, I didn't see. Can you paint your ground textures on the fly? I mean, basically, exactly as Val says, it's just your. I don't know how you do it in Arma 3, but you just press Control T and start painting. I'll do it in a second here. I just need to get a gate. I'll do the texture a trick in a second, Val. Trying to find it. Oh, too big. I think I'm just gonna use these guys right here. Don't want to be searching forever. Did say these guys are a little bit. Alrighty, let's give this texturing trick a try. So we've got cobblestone, wave, asphalt, grass, 2, 3, dirt, pebbles. I am going to try and replace the what did you say? Concrete 01. Oh, look at that. That is real good. That is real good looking. Damn, fell. Cross 2. Fortunately, I do need to I do need to use the asphalt here. Let's see. I'm gonna use this guy. Just the one with no walls. As a little stopping point, people. Can place some trees here on the side. Make it look fancy, for example. These guys. These French trees. There we go. Cool. So they take a little turn. There we go. And this right here, we can make like a little play area for the little kids. And There we go. And a little bit of pebbles. This map is going to be littered with pebbles. Oh, on mountain grass. Cool. There we go. Okay, now for the kids area. No, I used kid stuff over around here somewhere. There we go. Walls. We're gonna go to. Yes, Wilson. The map is on the workshop. It is. It's not as of late on the workshop, but it is on the workshop. You should be able to find it there. It's called Redinsk. There we go. Type that in the chat so that can be so that's what it's called on the workshop. Now I just need a fence for these guys. There we go. Okay. So, sorry, Wilkinson, you say, cool, my map is named um, Budjevik. Budjevik. I've added some new stuff. Whoa. But have not updated it yet. Yeah, that's the one thing, right? It's just I don't know why, but I just can't get to updating it. It's every time I want to update it, I change something and then want to update it again and then again. I'm just like, nah, I'll update it once I have a quite a large change done. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna grab this and this. And these guys. Just gonna line it up and duplicate it. Nobody's gonna ask any questions about this. This is what you do, what you have to do when things don't want to line up perfectly. Okay. So I think I'm her. I think you need to get Infusion or Unreal or not Unreal Engine, Armor Reforger, and then I'll teach you all the basics. All the basics you need to know. um, so now what we're gonna do is Wilson says, I really hope the Daisy 2 will come out and I can do a map for it. Map making for the current Daisy is painful. I've heard it's painful. I've heard it's the what's it called? Uh it's done on the same engine as Arma 3, but I'm not 100% sure. And Arma 3 is, well, Arma 3's engine making maps in there was a pain, as we heard in the chat. So I can imagine that if I'm personally looking forward to the new Arma 4. That's going to be amazing. Next year, easy peasy. I just hope we can take our maps over. That would be insane if we can take our maps over. I think Daisy's gonna hopefully, hopefully Daisy 2 takes people by surprise. Now we need some civilian kids toy play stuff, these playground stuff. Cool. Can have a few of these guys. A few of these things. And seesaws. Just enough to keep the kids busy. And a sand pit. Curbs. Infrastructure. Structures, infrastructure, and then curbs. Pavements. Concrete pavements. So hey, I'm her. Thank you for hopping on and watching the stream. Thanks also Mark for the video. Fowl says met goeie AC. Exactly. Exactly, Fowl. I love all the South Africans on here. Man, it's great. Okay. Sandbox, so what did he say? Make a little sandbox with the sand textures and some curves. Exactly, brother. Men's on the same wavelength. Hey, whoa. Oh, brother. Come on. There we go. It's a little bit wonky. I'll fix it in a second. No, I don't have any other. I can't fit any other textures in this. Dirt 2 would be perfect for this, but it is what it is. You make do with what you have. I've got a feeling that they should be like this, though. They shouldn't be like curved. So, I wanted to, no, Wilson says, I wanted to create my own 3D objects in Blender, but I struggle with it. 3D is not my thing. To be fair, 3D is a pain. I can be I can sympathize with you. It is not fun, but when you do it, it is when you get it right, it is pretty fun. Um, there we go. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna bring in some little patches. I mean, kids run this like crazy, and it needs to be cut. So here we go. And then patchiness as well over here. Okay. Now here in the back, what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna add some wood. You need firewood, and then finish off this area. This should be fine. We could add one of these just for more entertainment. Just gonna rotate these because the kid's gonna slide off and bump his head, so you never know. Kids do weird things. They're like unguided missiles. There we go. Awesome. Okie dokie. Let's go and steal from the other side of the map. Take these guys. Boom, boom. Copy. We need smoky stuff. Paramedic, I wanted to ask you actually in the Discord, but now that you're here, if you're still here, how do you make those textures, like the in-game textures, look insane? How do you do that? Is it just Photoshop? Damn. Because, oh my word, those textures look divine, to be honest with you. Okay, so it's multi-textures. I see. So Photoshop, ooh, dude. the the textures really do look beautiful. So I was just like, damn, how does he do that? Now we need. Oh, what? You've got this now? Paintings? Ah, I've got a painting I want to hang in here. This guy. Right here. That's the one. Appreciate it, Val. Thank you so much. We are going to hang this painting in the entrance right here. Boom. And we will make this building indestructible. There we go. Select the building, object, destruction. Nope. There we go. Good. Enough seats for people. I'm just gonna not one thing that I do try to do is not line everything perfectly up. Now, even if it's just turned a little bit, the tables are turned a little bit to the side. Nothing is ever perfect. If you go to like a bar outside, people stand up, people sit down, you know, all these type of things. Bump against the tables and they move and so on and so forth. So they're not always freaking straight. Okay. Few cigarette, because it is Ukraine. People do like to smoke in Eastern Europe. And also, vodka. There's a vodka around here. So I saw a vodka bottle in. Hold on. There has to be. Oh my word. Vodka. Real vodka. Look at that. Yeah. That's the man. That's what we want. There we go. Can add a broom. inside of a bucket. And now we need stuff here in the back, which will be our garbage bins. Now, a hotel has a lot of garbage bins. And they stink. Damn. Anything with, like, if you've ever worked in hospitality and you have to go and throw out the food, um, like the food bag, black bag. Damn. Oof. That is nasty. Especially if it was a hot day. Man. Horrible stuff. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And then if you had to take out the bins during the like when the trucks came around, oh my word, those things stank. But it's okay, you know, you get paid for it. Let's add some ivy. Now that we have the ability to do that. Dude, this ivy, oh, it's so good. I don't know. Paramedic, have you? I'm assuming you've, for your map, you've probably started using the ivy as soon as it came out. You were like on that stuff. Dude, man had his own. That is fantastic. I remember you also brought in like a ton of garbage, like assets, which is, dude, that was insane. 2,000 garbage stuff. Dude, that is insane. Dedication, though. That is dedication. Dedication to a cause. Dude, you're importing a lot of cool stuff. Damn. Buildings, objects, bottles, ships, and a crashed plane. Dude, how big is your map? Fair enough. If it doesn't have the stuff that you need, you just go in and either make yourself some stuff, or you just go and get yourself some stuff on CG Trader. Probably the best place to get yourself stuff is CG Trader, or even Blender Kit or Blender Market. You just have to check the licensing, because that could mess you up. 27 gig. Holy moly. That is huge. Damn. The map is currently 27 megabyte. Not 27. Uh 275 megabytes, including all retextures. That is huge. Not the map, but the entire mod. Damn. You're not playing around. Damn. That is awesome. Weapons. Are you gonna be playing around with like well, I just read the rest of your message. Graffiti, new sounds, and animations. So basically, weapons with new animations. Beautiful, man. I'm gonna try and find some more inspiration. Here, there we go. There we go. So yeah, basically the map is more conflict than PvP. Um, I I want to make it a attack and assault eventually. Have people move from the south, like one team move south in a little zigzag, and then north zigzag, and then meet in the middle, and then this entire it just becomes a CQB and urban combat mess. So that's basically the main purpose of this map, is testing out like intense urban combat and testing out like these trenches. These trenches, by the way, uh, paramedic, this is like almost 3 million polygons and it works fine. It was a test. I put it in. It was on a server and I told the guys I'm gonna put something in that might break it. Put it in and it was like meh. The guys ran around in it. It was fine. So, well, it works. We've got these guys as well. A Abrams tank. The Abrams tank that is in the game fits perfectly in here, like a shoe. You can move in, move out, and then pop shots, move in, disappear completely. So they used this as well when the map was on the Darkroot servers. They used this. The T80 and the T72 fits in perfectly as well. Man, it was some. There was some real good, like what's it called, tank versus tank on this map. Man, so hopefully we can get it back on there, or on servers very soon after this little rework. Oh my word. Lost compound, and then basically I think we'll be done for tonight. I think 2 hours. I'm literally starting to fall asleep. It's man. So I'm just gonna add some of this it is indeed getting quite late. Paramedic, do you do the what's it called? The camoing of like bunkers and stuff like this? I would highly recommend if anybody um like is a beginner and is watching and you place bunkers around your whatever, your map, or you do uh like bunker systems like this. If you want to like increase the look of your bunkers and make them harder to see, just pop up a few of these branches. You'll find them in prefabs, vegetation, cullings. Just put them around and select this guy. Go to mesh and just use this. Where do you find this? So let me teach you real quick. You click on these side things, right? What's it called? These embankments. You find the eroded embankment dirt terrain, this little green thing. Click on the eye icon. Okay, now this is the thing that you need. You click on the bunker that you are going to create. Now you click on the net, and then you'll see the materials. Just double check that you're on the net. Materials, drag and drop. It will mirror the material of the dirt. And then you place down around it cullings, and then voila, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Then you've got a bunker that is almost unseeable if it's in a like an area like this, for example, right there. Um, if you try and move through this or to this tree line, you won't be able to see it at all. Um, there is another one around here. There's quite a few. That one is in the open. There we go. That's another one. So you want to try and do that to as many of your bunkers as you can. And then you'll give the players a nice surprise when they go into a tree line that they think is unoccupied. Okay. Last place. Oof. Generators. Metal. Okie dokie. I'm gonna place a tree. Oh, a tree. Place trees around this house because they want some privacy. From the hotel next door. Let's do a big house. Nope. You know what? Actually, do a small house. This guy. Cool. This guy's just gonna have a dirt entrance. Gonna give him a cross too. Actually, I'll cut off the dirt entrance and just I'll make this guy a little farmer dude that lives on this property. And pebbles. Lots and lots of pebbles. At least it looks a little bit like gravel. So that's mostly why I try to use it. Not because it's pebbles, but because it looks like gravel. We need lights. This is me becoming distracted. Lights, camera, action. Lights, and we need what's those power lines? This is normally what happens is I start one thing and then freaking I realize that I forgot a few things, and then I move on to that. It's just that I'm all over the place, and then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I started something back there. So I'll move to that little house in a second. I think it's like SketchUp. If you drag and drop, drag like, maybe I'm stupid. No, never mind. Ignore that. Appreciate it, mister. Thank you so much for hopping in, paramedic. I shall catch you later. And yeah, thank you for popping in. I am gonna be joining the bed team in uh a few minutes. I just need to finish this and then I'm off as well. Thank you so much, paramedic. Cheers. Righty. Gotta give this guy a gate. This guy's all about privacy. Ooh. Could do something like that, or could do this. I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Make it look like a old gate style thing. Owen, I'm a little bit late for the stream, uh, but I'm going to start from the beginning while I can. Just got back into map making after after experiencing a series of frustrating crashes on my last project. Fair enough, Owen. All I'd say is, when it comes to crashes, it happens. It really does. However, keep on going and make backups. 100% always make 2 backups. One on another drive and probably one on GitHub. I would highly recommend that. And another thing that I would recommend is keep your map tiny. Keep it to a 5x5. The reason I say this is, I mean, there's only 128 players in a map, and if it's too big, well, unless you guide them to certain points and force them to fight in certain points, you'll have players all over your map, and gunfights won't be as exciting as they can be. Okay, with less likes this time, 100% could be the issue. But that's okay. That's how you live, you learn, you know? Okay. Cool. Comes through into his little garage area. Okay. Whoa, where am I? There I go. So I'm going to place a few crop areas over there. We want these. There we go. Damn, look at that lineup. Oh, perfect. Nah, I'm telling you, man. Terminator. Mom. Trying. I'm trying. Trying to hurry up here. Get done as quick as possible. Exactly, Val. It is. It is indeed. I can't believe it's such a perfect fit. It's not a perfect fit. It's okay. They'll never know. They'll never know. Terminator doing good piano as always. Appreciate you, Terminator. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Uh, it's gonna hopefully it's I hope it's gonna be good. And that people enjoy it. We'll see once it's fully done. I'd like to pop it on the server at some point and just see what people think about it. Cool. Here we go. Okay. There we go. That's what we need. You'll have chickens over there as well. this is a farm boy living in the city. Ooh. True. Gotcha, fell. I'll be on it. We can't forget the clothes hangers. And also this guy. This is a manly opa living here. We'll place bushes around this. Exactly, bro. I'm telling you. Terminator. This right here is the best. I mean, Shrek had one. If you don't have one, then, I mean, are you really a man? I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay. Some apple trees. Apple trees. I had apple trees over on this side. Where are they? There they are. We'll have the chickens in this corner. And then we'll have the apple trees line up with these. That's a good shout, Fowl. Thank you. What did I just do? Whoa. I don't want to. No. No coding for me, please. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Now, for the baskets. First, we need to just make it a little bit more patchy. Beautiful. Grab a basket and a little ladder. Cute. Then we'll just do another one over here on this side. Basket. We'll have a little cart. How is this gonna stand? This isn't supposed to stand upright. Just have the cart like this forward. Have the little basket. I'm telling you, man. It's these poor guys. It's dry, you know. There's no rain. It's just this. Damn, that's bright. Just flashed myself. We will create something great. We need an American to do a Trump accent, saying we will make this great. We will make a great seed factory on this side of the map, right here, Actually, no, 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 no. Way too much work went into that. We'll make a big seed factory somewhere on the map. Okay, great stuff. All right. Chickens. Chickens. To be fair, the backyards are sometimes a pain. A true pain in the buttocks. But you know what? Um, I must say these are much more enjoyable. When I had to get things out like a lot quicker, damn. Like I was I don't even know if there's a saying for this, but man, I struggled. If you're on a deadline and players are actually playing the game or the map and they find you've got to like get stuff out quickly. Oh, painful. But then you get to watch them in GM and it's fun. Oh, the deadlines are extra stress. Yes. It's but I would say if you do have a trusted person or two people, I would recommend joining up. But you have to trust those people. I have had my fingers burnt more than once. Um, so at least the people in this town won't suffer from a food shortage. They've got chickens, they've got vodka, they've got more vodka. All you need. It's all you need. Hypox, for maps not surrounded by ocean, what are you doing for the map borders? Making mountains and stuff in Blender and putting them in the background? Or are you making your playable area smaller? So players can't reach the border. No, basically, let me just quickly show you what the border looks like. The border at the moment looks like this. If you drive off, you're going into the ocean. So you can do this. This is what I do. Is if you're driving off into the distance, you'll see the end of the map on the physical like paper map. But yeah, if you fall off, it's it's kind of on you. um, Unfortunately, Infusion doesn't have a way of fixing that, as far as I'm aware. This open borders. True, Fal. Hi, Box. I hope that helped you. So it really depends from map to map. Either you can place borders on the very end with like trees, or you can put an invincible or an invisible wall in Blender. What you do is you just create a plane, the length of your map, increase it quite high up, and then just turn it into a collider and swap it over so that the normal faces to the ocean. And then you won't be able to see anything, but you won't be able to fall off the map. However, if helos try and fly out of the map, they'll fly into a wall. So that is one way of doing things, creating a border. Fal took on a lot of projects. Yeah. It can definitely be years or months of dedicated work. Really depends on the size of the project, but damn, it's a map. A map shouldn't be taken up lightly, to be honest. I think, yeah, it's a lot of effort putting it into a map and not rushing it, even though you feel like you want to rush it when it comes here to the middle of the like like the time that you spend on it. Oh. Anyways, to be fair, yeah, you could put Owen. You could put a unclimbable wall around the entire map. That is true. You could do that. Um, and the hypoxia, yes. I hope we can easily connect our maps from Arma Reforger to Arma 3 or Arma 4. Otherwise, it's going to be outrage. People, I don't think people are going to like Bohemia very much if they can't do that. Guess what? More potatoes. Okay, there we go. Now we just need to place in the... Ooh, it's getting late. Okay, now I need to Kojima. Trees. Now we need trees. I am going to place these guys. Hmm. Maybe I'll think about these trees. I don't really feel it. Feel like they're the ones for this area, but we shall see. Okay. Oh, that should be. I don't want to overdo it. That should be it. We could technically place some of these guys. More ivy. These guys really like ivy. Alrighty, Mr. Val, thank you so much for tuning in. And I shall catch you a little bit later. Take care. Stay safe. Alrighty. There we go. We'll just place a few smaller bushes around the house just to make the ivy feel like it's not weirdly out of place. Much better. Alrighty. So, perfect. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. We've hit the target of finishing this area and also finishing, I think we finished this area. So next up, this section right here will be finished. And then hopefully within these two areas, thinking of deleting this road, taking away all the houses, and then doing a bit of a either here or here, doing a bit of an apartment type style. So we'll see how that goes. But until then, thank you so much for tuning in, all of you guys. Appreciate it. If you're watching the VOD, thank you so much for watching the VOD. Any comments, any questions, beginners, you're welcome to just ask. Don't be afraid of asking questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. So thank you so much, and I appreciate every single one of you. Have a absolutely fantastic night, and God bless. Cheers, guys.